just made it to like the most stunning place ever. We are in Phuket. Phuket City on Phuket Island is the capital of Thailand's Phuket province. In the old town, Talon Road is lined with colourful 19th century shophouses and Sino-Portuguese buildings. The most popular place to stay in Phuket is Baton Beach. This lively holiday area is located on the island's west side and offers a wide range of activities such as shopping, restaurants, beach, nightclubs and much more. Room tour time. So here is the door. Beautiful. You come in here. You've got a lovely, oh my gosh, this is an interesting bathtub. It has like a step into it. Wow, it's really deep. That is cool. And then in here, lovely. And then you come out. Beautiful. And then this is our lovely little view of the beach, the sea, the beach. We took some time to enjoy the view before heading out for lunch. The first question is, will Alex and Holly have Thai food or revert to Western? Okay, in my defense, that baked potato just sounded too good, and Alex has loved chicken schnitzel ever since we were in Vienna. We enjoyed our lunch and then headed over to the best shop in Thailand. We grabbed a little snack while we waited for our shuttle bus back to the hotel. We picked up a couple snacks while we were at 7-Eleven, and Alex grabbed these barbecue lays, and honestly, they were our favourite chips in Thailand. We had a nice chilled afternoon with a swim at the pool before we headed down for dinner at the restaurant at the hotel. It was that time again to pick our meal, and we went for a lovely traditional spaghetti bolognese. It was also Lunar New Year while we were there, hence the beautiful decorations at our hotel, but it also meant that there were lots of beautiful fireworks, and it was so amazing. After one of our easiest travel days, we got ready for bed. We had an early start today, straight down to breakfast, and then we got picked up for an excursion. The lovely guide spoke to us for a while and educated us about the excursion. We had gone to see elephants! We were so excited after seeing the elephants in Africa to see the elephants in Asia and see what the difference was. Now, the main difference is their heads. They have 2 bumps, whereas the African one only has 1. As well as that, there is the obvious, and that is the ears. Asian elephants have smaller ears than the African ones. So we started the experience by getting to feed the elephants bananas, which was really cool. We then got our hands dirty and mixed together these protein balls for the elephants that included pellets, some rice, some bananas, pumpkin, and tamarind, which is meant to help with the elephant's digestion. After we fed the elephants, we got to do our next activity, and that is to shower with them. Now, I was a little nervous that we were going to have to do the bath things with them, and I wasn't sure how I felt about that, but the showers were so much fun. The elephants loved the water. It was so hot, so they enjoyed getting cooled down. There was also so many of them at this sanctuary, and they told us that they had rescued a total of 26 elephants. Just getting ready at the minute to go out into town. We've come back from a elephant sanctuary, which was so cool. We did do our research into it to make sure that it was somewhere that protects elephants, and obviously they're not being exploited and stuff. And it was really, really fun, really cool, especially after like our time in Zimbabwe and South Africa, where we got to see so many African elephants. Like, it was so cool to see Asian elephants. And there is such, like we were saying, there's such a difference between the Asian and the African. So it is very cool. They have two types of elephants in Thailand. They have domestic elephants and wild elephants, and the wild elephants you're not allowed to approach. The government have really like enforced laws on not going up to them. If you see them, they're not allowed to be like caged or anything because of ivory and like poachers and that, which it's good. I'm glad that they've put in the laws for that. But the domestic elephants don't have ivory, only the male ones do, and this was female only. Head out now to Patong, which is like the party center of the island. Don't know that we're gonna party, but we are gonna just go and have a walk around. It's still early, it's like 2, I think. So we're just gonna go have a look. This was my 3rd time in Thailand, and definitely not my first time at Patong Beach, and so I was excited to show Alex around all the places I'd been, but we had our priorities. Alex had seen this thing on TikTok about mixing 2 drinks from 7-Eleven, so we decided to try it. It was a mixture of banana milkshake and chocolate milkshake. We had mixed opinions on it. Alex thought it was decent, and it was just not for me. After the drink experiment, we took some time wandering through the markets of Patong until we made our way back to the beach. Now, when I tell you, this town is buzzing. There are so many people, it's like you can't move. We sat down for dinner with some yummy shakes, and it was that time again. Would we be having Thai food or Western? We actually had some Thai food. I had a massaman and Alex had a panang. You guys should actually be proud of us, but they were really tasty. We then took one more walk down the strip so that Alex could see the nightlife. No, we did not go to the ping pong show. The night ended with us in our first tuk-tuk, which we paid way too much for. After breakfast and Alex's disappointment of not having pineapple, we decided to play a game of pool. Now, I don't know if there's anyone else out there that can relate, but honestly, every time we play pool, I know Alex is going to win. He's just way better than I am, and so I stand no chance. Although, I'm pretty sure he takes his time to win, just so that I think I have a chance. And, surprise, surprise, I lost. The first thing on today's agenda was to do something that we had not done yet, and that was swim in the sea. So we made our way down from our hotel to the beach, which was quite a hike, but definitely worth it for the beautiful ocean that was waiting for us at the bottom of the hill. Of the day as the sun is setting, and it's so stunning from our room. I'm in a jumper. It's quite chilly in our room, and we've been playing games in there this afternoon, so we've been wearing our jumpers, but it's like a beautiful temperature out here. It's not humid, it's just like warm and pleasant. We're about to head into the town that we're staying near, which is Kamala, and we're going to rent some scooters for tomorrow so that we can go around the island. It was dinner time again and we had pizza. To be fair, we had Thai food the night before, so this is like a write-off. I've spent the evening just relaxing. We went and hired 2 bikes. I'm so excited. So tomorrow we should be able to get around the island. So we are gonna go to bed and try and get an early night so that we can be up and make the most of having the bikes tomorrow. So we'll see you guys in the morning. It was time to head off on our new bikes and we were so excited, but for some subtle foreshadowing, things did not quite go as planned. We made our way through the busy streets of Patong and up to the Coron viewpoint. This was the place that 12 years earlier my family had come to take our family photos, and it was just as beautiful as we remembered it. But unfortunately, this is where things started to go wrong. The turn of events, our bike stopped working, one of the bikes, so we've had to get Ubers and taxis and stuff to the beach, which is incredibly frustrating because the only reason we did bikes was to save money and we've now had to spend more money. So we are just putting that behind us. We have the worst car luck. Honestly, if you followed us on our America trip, you would know car luck is not our forte, and apparently it extends to bikes. So we're gonna go for a swim and try and relax and enjoy the day. We decided it was time to have lunch and relax, and today we had burgers. Now time to explain what ended up happening with the bikes. Luckily, the rental company needed to come and pick up the bikes and offered us a ride back to the office. However, in a 2-seater van, this did mean that Alex had to sit on the bike on the back of the van for an hour. I personally think he had the time of his life. We then headed over to the market and I acquired a hat for myself. I then had to try and convince myself that I didn't look like an imposter in it. I'm just like not a hat wearer. Something really fun today. We kind of just stopped filming yesterday because you know when you just start having a bad day and it just escalated. Basically someone stole my pajamas. Like I don't even want to talk about it on here, but they're gone. And then also the bike situation, just can't discuss it anymore. But we were just having a bad day and want to not be fake on here and pretend like everything's good all of the time. So in those times I think it's better just not to record it all. And so that's what happened. But we are gonna have a good day today. We're heading down for breakfast now. The sun is rising. Today we were heading on a boat trip to the Phi Phi Islands. We were booked onto a day tour with a bunch of other people and somehow lucked out and got the best seats in my opinion. However, we did not get life jackets. Don't worry, the problem did get solved. On our journey over, we got to see some dolphins, which was absolutely magical. Our first stop of the day was Bamboo Island, in which we got an hour to walk around and swim. Now, unfortunately, after taking photos and everything, we didn't really have time to get into the water, but it was still absolutely beautiful. I will now let you sit back and enjoy the footage of us snorkeling, going onto the main Phi Phi Islands and going to Maya Bay. Honestly, it was the most beautiful day, and I would recommend this to anyone visiting Thailand, as it is one of the top things to do. However, be aware that it is very popular and a lot of the beaches are quite crowded. You also don't get a lot of time in each place when you do a tour like we did. However, it was nice to just be told where to go and what to do and not to have to really think about anything, which is really great when you've been traveling for 8 months and organising like everything. After a long day at the Phi Phi Islands, we had finally arrived back at our hotel. Now, it was way past the time that the shuttle buses go into town, and we did not want to eat at the hotel restaurant as it was a bit pricey. This meant that we had no other choice but to do the unthinkable. We ordered McDonald's. Right, I don't know if I even told you guys that some of my pajamas got stolen, but they just got returned to us. And I just want to say that I was right. My pajamas did get stolen, so I've got them back now. All's good, and I'm happy. Being in a major rush, we're trying to run out because there is an Uber waiting for us. Well, he's on his way, it's like 2 minutes away. So we're running out of this hotel to get. Today we headed over to Qatar. We spent our day wandering through markets and having a little swim at the beach. Also, I did not know that there was such thing as sea lice. Basically, it just feels like something nibbling on you and kind of itchy. Turns out they have a lot of them in Thailand and we definitely felt them. After a swim, we headed over to 7-Eleven to get our favourite lunch before we walked to the Coron beach. We decided to have an early dinner before heading back to the hotel. It was time to pick our meal again, and I had spaghetti bolognese. But Alex did have a Thai dish, and he actually really enjoyed it. Woo! We took a walk to the street that I stayed to last time I was in Thailand, and I stopped at the same ice cream place that we used to get ice cream from. This was the hotel that we stayed at, and it was right across the street from the Roly Roly ice cream place. We managed to catch a bus all the way back to Kamala Beach, and this meant getting one last drive through Patong. Morning vlog. We have been just horrendous at finishing off this vlog every night. We are heading down for breakfast in a moment. It is our last day today in Thailand, which is sad, but I feel like we've had such a nice relaxing week here, which has been so pleasant, hasn't it?
Yes.
Like actually being able to sleep in a little bit, just chill. Finally, because I think Alex never would have believed it would have happened after I dragged him around all those cities in Europe, would you?
It wasn't so Europe, it was America.
Europe was pretty tiring too. America was pretty rough as well. Although I love America, so like it didn't affect me so much. All those early wake ups, dragging the luggage out. They do it for you here, I mean. Anyway, we are heading to breakfast, so I need to get dressed and get going. We're about to head off for a little swim. The weather is beautiful. They said that it was going to be raining today, and honestly, it's just gorgeous out there. I mean, you can see the sun. It's gorgeous. So we're going to go enjoy a nice little swim. Headed off into town to get our favourite lunch. I'm very excited for the last time, so I'm a bit sad, but very excited for lunch. This whole video is just us like swimming and eating, so you're welcome. That is basically all you do in Thailand. Last meal in Thailand, and this was the moment. Was I going to have my second Thai dish of the trip? Yes, I had satay chicken. And then Alex had a burger and I had bolognese. What can I say? We took our last tuk-tuk back to our hotel and headed for bed. Just getting ready to leave. We've just finished packing up and it is the end of our time in Phuket, which is so sad because it has been such a stunning week, such a relaxing week, which has been very nice and cheap. I've got to say that's the thing about Thailand, is it's so cheap and it's nice to go somewhere and don't feel like you've spent an absolute fortune. And also the people in Thailand, Thai people, are some of the nicest people in the world, I'm telling you. They're the nicest people. But we're about to get picked up and head off to our next destination. So if you would like to see where we are headed next, subscribe and we'll see you in the next video.